Encore heard lightning. When there's lightning, it's gonna rain. And when it's gonna rain, Encore should bring an umbrella. Oh, no, 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 no! Alto said when it rains like this, we hide.
No. This is... It's the real retroact rain.
Rover, Jinzhou. Jinzhou is under attack. It's a TD outbreak.
This rain, it's finally happening.
General.
Yes, how's it going?
We have 500 remaining soldiers, prepared and medically cleared for combat. After receiving the antidote for retroact rain, they have reported minimal hallucinations and no adverse effects. However, a few veterans still reported sporadic sightings of phantoms in the rain.
I see. Stay alert. We will continue as planned. Report any signs of potential TD outbreaks immediately. We march on to the Northfall Barrens as soon as the rain stops.
Aye, sir.
Stronger emotional connection to the affected area leads to more intense hallucinations. That's what they said. I should go for another round of inspection. Make sure everything is going as planned.
This guy packs a serious punch. It's already so powerful in my hands. When I'm just an ordinary person. Now, if I was a resonator...
Careful. Tacitite weapons are not so safe to operate.
Rest assured, I'll take out those monsters before it blows up in my face.
The Ministry of Development once designed a weapon for non-resonator units to combat tacit discords. As non-resonators lack the necessary forte to control the weapon, prolonged exposure to tacitite energy posed health risks. Designers limited its output for safety reasons. That's why the weapons couldn't operate at full power. After taking over as general, I revamped the Midnight Rangers' recruitment tactics. Our primary combat units now consist of resonators, with a significant decrease in non-resonator members who have been reassigned to support roles. I still remember the admirable courage in those ordinary people's eyes as they volunteered to join the military. But I cannot let more unnecessary casualties happen.
General. Got all equipment repaired, tactite weapons adjusted and given to the resonators. Non-resonators are also equipped and prepared for action. But the rain's getting heavier. Should we take shelter for the time being? One of our combat medics claims it's no ordinary downpour. He strongly advises holding off any moves until it clears. Though young, his sharp intuition has been proven in previous battles. You've seen it firsthand. However, I do agree this will be our last chance at organizing another attack. Sir, his name is... Gian. General, help. Please, help me.
What do you make of this, Gian? Maybe you are right. The rain just happened out of nowhere. It's indeed unusual, but... this is our only chance. The enemy we've been yearning to destroy is finally right before us. And now, you're asking me to sit back and do nothing because of some phantoms. Silence. Is this your response? Or is it fear holding your tongue? No. I see. You're no different. We fear, we bleed, we suffer, and in the end, we'll all die on the battlefield. What about your brethren, friends, and comrades, as you witness them viciously slain before your eyes, one by one? Will you still remain silent when their souls demand an answer? There is no other choice. We must trample the pile of corpses at our feet and push on. Keep barking orders. Keep fighting until every last one of those monsters is gone. The retroact rain merely creates illusions of past events. My soldiers will not succumb to those hallucinations. I will not allow it. We'll crush anything in our path, no questions asked. And I will pave the way for us all with my forte. If tens, hundreds, thousands more of my men will die, so be it. We will win this battle by any means necessary. John, I have a question for you. What would you have done on that day if you were in my position? Whatever you say, I'll never answer those brave souls with such silence and cowardice. Prove yourself to me, Gian. Caught you off guard, didn't they? Just like what happened on that rainy night. Yes. Go on. Keep fighting.
recruitment of the sun.
Until the last of them is wiped out.
General Ge Xiulin, we fight to protect what we cherish. We cherish our comrades not out of cowardice or fear, but out of trust. The trust in their lives' worth. I cannot assure you I am always making the right choice, General. But we should never build our victory on top of endless sacrifices.
Is that so? As I see it, we're cut from the same cloth, you and I.
Perhaps we are indeed, General. I share at least one thing with you. I too will draw my blade to fight for what I believe in. And I'll stop at nothing to see it through.
General.
General, you look pale.
I'm fine. Please go on.
We just detected an intense frequency reaction from that tacit field ahead. That moon. It's gradually turning full now, as you predicted. The sky. It looks just like how it was during the battle beneath the Crescent.
It's time.
Sir, the Midnight Rangers are ready. We await your orders.
Attention all troops. Take position and get ready to engage.
Sir.
When the moon turns full, roving travelers shall return. The prophecy is being fulfilled. Here they are. They're not coming at us. Are they trying to protect something, or are they waiting for commands? With a TD outbreak of this magnitude and organization, someone must be orchestrating it. Could it be?
It looks almost full now, and the retroact rain falling. Rover? Maybe this is the right time Madam Magistrate was talking about.
Citizens of Jinzhou, please remain calm and evacuate in an orderly manner, as we practiced during previous drills.
It's a pre-recorded broadcast message. Our magistrate saw this coming and she had General Jian devise an emergency plan a long time ago. This wave of TD attacks should be over now. We knew this was coming, and we were ready, but oh boy, the amount of TDs is insane. Thanks for coming in time, Rover. It would have taken us much longer to handle this. Oh, Director Tao Chi is here too. For a better rundown of the situation, you can find her near the city gate.
I must send these supplies to our men.
You're injured. Please go get yourself patched up first.
Shuxia's right. Please leave it to us. We'll help deliver these supplies.
Ugh. Okay. Thank you.
Rover, Yang Yang and I need to get this stuff delivered. Director Tao Chi should be at the Northern Pass. We'll go meet you there as soon as we're done. This lesion looks bad. Please stay still. I'll heal you with my Forte.
My wounds are closing up. Thank you, Miss Verena.
It's nothing. Glad I could help. Rover, are you all right? Let me heal you if you got injured. Jinzhou is such a beautiful place. The plants here are incredibly resilient. It's heartbreaking to imagine all of them getting wiped out from this war. I still have some herbs with me, Rover. They can help your wounds heal. I hope it helps.
Are you still up for another fight or two?
Don't underestimate us, sir. Absolutely. We'll make sure those TDs leave defeated.
Good. That's the spirit. Remember what I've taught you. Safety first. Then take down as many of them as you can. Understood?
Aye, sir.
Any update on the protective barrier?
We've put in all our resources to repair it, but if those tacit discords keep coming at us, it might not hold up for long. Ah, I presume you must be Rover. Maybe we've met somewhere before. Anyway, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Tao Chi, a director at the Ministry of Development. I'm in charge of our defense fortifications. Thank you for lending us a hand.
What's more, the current TD outbreak we're dealing with is directly caused by the retroactor rain.
Once the protective barrier breaks down, tacit discords could manifest from inside Jinzhou City.
Rover, remember what I told you earlier? The retroact rain is essentially condensed droplets of remnant energy that fall from the etheric sea. This remnant energy makes it a magnet for tacit discords. It records events from all times and places, allowing those who come in contact with it to witness illusions of past events. That's what we call the phantoms of retroact rain. It kind of works like how resonators resonate with the world. The more you're exposed to the rain, the more realistic those phantoms become. Oh, and here's another interesting fact about the retroact rain. When it's raining across a large area, illusions pulled from the memories of multiple people can manifest at once. Nice catch, Rover. Jinzhou has been a battleground for centuries. That's why it has to deal with the Threnodian that represents the concept of war. And wars will lead to deaths. Once the retroact rain reaches its final stage, there'll be thousands of phantoms. Phantoms of dead soldiers and tacit discords.
This is the one major threat that has been looming over Jinzhou. Our magistrate ordered the construction of this barrier precisely because of that. Indeed, the phantoms should only mechanically repeat what they had been doing. They shouldn't have the ability to interfere with reality. But the retroact rain can be significantly enhanced through the Threnodian's power. As a result, said phantoms become increasingly realistic, to the point of inflicting real harm on humans. In that battle 3 years ago, our soldiers got into a gruesome fight against countless tacit discords, either native to Northwell Barrens or produced by retroact rain and endless swarms of phantoms. Phantoms of tacit discords and our fallen soldiers repeated their indiscriminate attacks on everything in their sight. Soldiers could not tell friends from foe. The relentless rain even recreated the brutal deaths of their comrades, etched in vivid detail. The Northwell Barrens turned into a living hell, and to this day, we can still hear the desperate cries.
The battle beneath the Crescent was humanity's first recorded encounter with retroact rain enhanced by Threnodian power. Your previous general sent back valuable video recordings of the rain. Those videos provided crucial information, which allowed nations worldwide to speed up their research on defense against the retroact rain. Our people at the Black Shores have theorized that the Threnodian abnormal moon sightings and the retroact rain may be linked. Yeah, something like that. But it's only a theory. We don't have enough data to verify anything. So, unfortunately, we can't predict retroact rains yet, but we know it's closely connected with Threnodian's revival. The TD outbreaks are another sign.
The moon just changed in an instant. If this theory turns out to be true, that means...
and Jinzhou's dealing with what happened 3 years ago. The Threnodians' revival is never an independent occurrence. They could sense one another through some form of telepathic link. The revival of a Threnodian in Jinzhou will trigger catastrophic events and affect other nations. We gotta hustle back to the Tethys base. recalibrate our lament detector, and warn them before it's too late. Anyway, we'll take our leave now.
Please stay safe.
That's all we've gathered so far, Rover. The TD outbreaks won't stop before the end of this reign. We must stay alert.
Mom, there's another wave of them ahead.
Speak of the devil. I'll need to take a very long nap after this.
Activate the defense mechanisms!
Leave it to me.
Everyone, hold your ground!
Not today, friend.
One with the sound.
Sucks to be you.
Let's play hide and seek.
Disperse.
It's more than time.
Break.
The TDs here have been dealt with. Let's go reinforce the outpost. It's still under attack.
Coming in hot.
Swift and resolute.
Thank you. Some of us are still fighting in there. We must go help them.
Sounds come forth. Swift and resolute.
Don't worry, I've got this. Drumbeat strong, ill fortune gone.
Finally.
We made it! Oh, thank you so much.
It's dangerous here. Let's head back first.
Please tell me this is the last one. Rover, your moves are sharp as always. Dealing with so many TDs seemed like a walk in the park for you.
Rover, did you see that?
Now, it's almost identical to what we saw 3 years ago, during the battle beneath the Crescent. I'm afraid we're already running out of time.
Report the situation, please.
Madam Magistrate, the barrier has been fully repaired, and we have evacuated all residents. We've successfully minimized the damage.
Well done, Director Tauchi. Indeed. It's been a while, Rover. It's been going according to plan, if I may say so. I was made aware of this in advance, and planned out our defense beforehand. Now that we are facing such an emergency, I cannot sit back and wait for Jui to save us. I will act and see my duty through. This is my decision. I have secured some much-needed aid for our city during my visit to the capital. Also, our expert should be ready by now. Rover, do you still remember Jue's message for you? Now we have raindrops that fall upstream, and the Midnight Rangers general in the Norfall Barrens, ready to take on the Overthrax. This must be the right time Jue was talking about. Rover, it's going to be dangerous. You might directly confront a Trinodian. Your eyes look as determined as ever. You will be remembered as a heroic ally in our defense against external threats, regardless of the outcome of this battle. May victory prevail the lasting night. I will pray for your safe return.
Rover, I have informed border checkpoints across Jinzhou about your trip to the front line. You have been granted unlimited access to all places. Yang Yang, you're one of our outriders. I hope you can go with Rover and provide assistance. You'll need to pass through a tacit field to reach our base in the Desert Rock Highland. Please, be careful.
Rover, Yang Yang, I'll be keeping the city safe as a patroller. Do come back in one piece, okay? Thanks! I'll give it my all.
It seems the rain is not stopping anytime soon.
The city. What if...
Rest assured, you can count on me.
I will keep everyone safe.
Me too.
Don't forget us, Lion Dance Troop!
We got this!
As you can see, everyone's ready to defend our city.
Rover, Yang Yang, safe travels.
I've informed General Jian that you're heading to his place. He will be meeting up with you soon.
May victory prevail the lasting night.
Stay sure. Defend the south gate. Enemy attack weakened. This wave is almost over. Tell Troop to put this up.
North gate! TDs incoming!
Our enemies are spent. Hold your ground! Tell Troop to put this up.
It's over!
All tacit discords nearby have been dealt with. Now the city's defense. Please update me on the situation in Jinzhou City.
Under Madam Magistrate's command, the barrier has been activated, and citizens are being evacuated to the safe zone. Washu Academy and Ministry of Development are on standby for further instructions. The Baiju is overseeing operations at the Academy, while Mortefi has arrived at the Ministry. Rest assured, we are all safe in the city. And that Rover, she is heading over to meet you. Yang Yang is coming with her.
I see. We have successfully contained the outbreak here at the base. We'll go pick them up as soon as possible. The rain's getting heavier. There are signs of tacit discords reviving. Intense frequency fluctuations detected. They'll be passing through that area. I must create a safe passage for them. I need to clear the way for them as quickly as possible. A couple more tacit discords here. Time to get rid of them.
Wind Rider.
Is that the Thundering Mephis?
Leave it to me.
The Threnodian's revival has done significant damage to the environment nearby. Things have gotten even more dangerous out here. The closer we get to Norfolk Barrens, the worse it gets. The streams feel heavy with dread and the smell of blood. There must be a brutal fight going down in the Desert Island. The tacit field Director Tauchi mentioned should be right up ahead. We must pass through it to reach our base and find General GN. I wonder what other anomalies await us ahead. Is that one of our soldiers? The phantoms contain a lot of remnant energy. These tacit discords might be coming after it. The rain is spreading across Desert Rock Island. I can feel chaos growing in the streams. We must hurry. Soldiers. There are phantoms too. More tacit discords. Be careful. Let me be your blade. Speeding up. The retroact rain's effects are worsening. We must proceed with caution. There, another wounded soldier. The streams are stabilizing. I don't feel anything unusual about him. He's not a phantom. Let's go help him out.
Are you Yang Yang? Oh, thank goodness.
What happened here?
The thundering Memphis. It came back. I'm part of the Deso Rock Highland Supply Transport Team. This is where our supply station is. We work to keep our soldiers alive. We were on our way. Had to go through this tacit field. Thundering Memphis. The rain brought it back to life, crushing our transport. In the end, I barely escaped. I can't move anymore. This place is dangerous. Careful, please.
Watch out!
It's him, General...
Thundering Memphis. We must bring it down to keep pushing forward.
Storm, hear my command! Swift and resolute. I sense this moment of resonance.
Let me be your blade.
Break! Tell truth with the song.
One with the sound.
Shape the shapeless!
Swift and resolute.
Synchronization.
Time to fight back. Wind Rider!
Swift and resolute. The end has come.
Be gone!
We did it!
The Thundering Memphis is a blend of countless fallen soldiers' reverberations. As long as more soldiers are still dying here, it will always return. Not to mention, countless souls of our brave soldiers remain trapped in this rain to this day.
General.
Sorry. I should have arrived sooner. The honor is mine, Rover. Madam Magistrate and Tao Chi have informed me of your willingness to assist us. Thank you for lending us a hand. I should properly welcome you with Huang Lon's formalities, But as the current situation forbids that, I'll brief you on our plans as fast as possible. I've heard about your deeds from Madam Magistrate. You are a trustworthy ally, according to her. Here, Retroact Rain Antidote, developed by the Academy. While the antidote cannot shield you from its effects entirely, it should at least lessen the hallucinations. For someone to show up as a phantom in the Retroact Rain, 2 conditions must be met. Prior exposure to the rain, and a deep connection to the affected area. You were found in the Gorges of Spirits only recently, and this is your first time setting foot in Jinzhou, ruling out that possibility. Moreover, you possess a similar ability with the legendary hero who once absorbed Threnodian. Jue prophesized about your arrival. I was told you'd come to the Norfall Barrens one day, to reclaim your lost power from Overthrax. I'll do everything in my power to help you make that happen. Yes, Madam Magistrate might not be aware of this as it happened before she was appointed. On the day I was selected to be the next general, Jue told me this. Beneath the full moon, guide the returning one to confront Threnodian. From the threat itself, he shall reclaim the power to conquer it. And if you are indeed the returning one mentioned here, we may actually get rid of that monster once and for all. You might have noticed something off about that moon. We call it the Void Plenilune. Once it fully takes shape, Overthrax, the Threnodian of War, would be reawakening soon. It is an ancient terror that reigns over our land, capable of devouring weapon frequencies to enhance itself. The Norfall Barrens have become a massive graveyard of weapons after countless battles. Those weapons would have made it even stronger than before. But we must act now. The Void Plenilune is already visible. We must contain the Threnodian swiftly. Any delay could allow it to recover and become harder to deal with. To remain calm in such an extreme situation, your composure is admirable indeed. We'll get into the specifics once we reach our base. I've taken care of all the tacit discords nearby on my way here. The path ahead should be relatively safe now. Keep going and we'll reach the base soon.
Leave it to me. Break.
Let me be your blade.
Tempest! I sense your weakness.
Wait, is that?
Overthrax's towering statue, built from repurposed weapons and debris, has long loomed over Jinzhou as a foreboding symbol of our ongoing struggle. We managed to gravely injure it 3 years ago, making the statue sink into the water. And now it just resurfaced. Our enemy must be eager to strike. The Vanguard base is right up ahead. Let's hurry over.
Greetings, General.
Master Jianxing? Didn't know I'd be seeing you here.
Jianqin recently arrived at our base with one of the supply delivery teams. She has been a great help.
General, you flatter me. I've heard people comparing the Norfall Barrens to a massive graveyard. Whenever it rains, cries and moans can be heard as if many ghosts are weeping. Master once told me, life and death should follow a natural course. The heavens and the earth form a vast chamber where spirits freely depart and return. Countless brave souls have been trapped here by the evil powers of Overthrax. I want to help set them free.
Please follow me. Our main goal is to contain the reviving Threnodian, but we must beware of the Tacet Discords too. They have shown unpredictability in every past battle. The Academy determined they were not native to the Norfall Barrens, and instead had been conjured by a mysterious power. After analyzing their behavior, I believe the source of said power is none other than that statue. While the Overthrax is still weakened, we must seize the opportunity to act. With looming danger from the continued onsets of TD outbreaks and many of our units injured and unable to fight, it is crucial to plan our attack wisely. Please, join me in mapping out the strategic plans. I have split all combat units into 3 factions. The ranged units team will provide fire support from afar, while the infantry team engages in close combat. Lastly, we have the special task force of Rover, Yang Yang, Jianxin, and me. Allow me to introduce Kong Lin, leader of the ranged units team. And this is Yue Hui. He's in charge of the infantry team. This is a topographical map of the Norfall Barrens. The Overthrax's power limits our reach. Outrider scouts can't go beyond the Norfall Barrens and Valley Junction. The deepest we ventured was 3 years ago, when we discovered the suspended ruins in its hinterland. But the terrain is treacherous, narrow and flanked by high cliffs on both sides, leaving only one path for our troops to travel. On the other hand, our enemies must take the same route if they want to attack us. With the Overthrax reorganizing their frequencies and bringing them back, we will face endless waves of attacks. Every time we cut down an enemy, it gains more power. Time is of the essence. We cannot afford a prolonged battle. We must swiftly and safely get our strongest units in the heart of the battlefield, reach that statue, and take down Overthrax in time. Rover, Let's plan carefully and use each team's strength to our advantage. First, our ranged units. Armed with long-range weapons, they can strike from a distance. But we need to strategize based on the terrain, topography, and enemy forces. If we manipulate the terrain to our advantage, our strikes will be more effective and cover a larger range. Where should we deploy the ranged units? Deploying our ranged units high above the valleys in advance. This way, they'll provide cover for our close combat forces while staying safe themselves. We'll use their range advantage to the fullest. It's a smart move. Next, the infantry. They have been trained and equipped for close combat. The heart of Norfall Valley is our main battleground, where we'll fight our enemies head-on. We need to plan our attack wisely. How should the infantry engage enemy targets?
We could divert some forces to flank the enemy, disrupting their formation and gaining an edge. However, a successful outflank requires a wide battlefield, but the small passage of Norfall Barrens limits our options for movement. And we can't predict everything that will happen on the battlefield. Our diversion could leave our front line vulnerable. It may not be the best strategy.
How should the infantry engage enemy targets?
To infiltrate enemy lines, a small group of our forces will enter through the gaps in their formation and attack from the rear. This maneuver takes time and requires caution to avoid detection, particularly in a valley where evasion is difficult. Small infiltration forces may stay hidden, but risk being overwhelmed by enemy attacks. Alternatively, diverting forces could lead to losing on the main front. We have little knowledge of what's happening behind enemy lines. Better not act rashly. This may not be the best strategy.
How should the infantry engage enemy targets now that the narrow terrain has dictated an inevitable confrontation? The infantry will attack head-on, breaking their line. Then our task force can strike where they're vulnerable. A reasonable choice. Lastly, the Special Task Force. All resonators with powerful abilities, they have superior mobility and combat skills. If a chance arises, they will be responsible for taking down the Overthrax. What should the Special Task Force do? We'll join our effort to break through their defenses and crush their source of power. This is the only way to completely rout the enemies. It's a risky but necessary move under our current circumstances. Thank you, Rover. The battle plan is clear. I will now recap our plan. Kong Lin, your team will take the cliffs for fire support. Yuehui, your team will charge enemy lines to pave way for the Special Task Force.
Yes, sir!
And I'll join Rover, Yang Yang, and Jian Xin to create an opening for our main forces and take down the Threnodian. Good. Are we all clear on what to do? Our next move is to reclaim the disruptor and break through the ground wave barrier. Rover, do you see that iridescent veil? That's the ground wave barrier. Overthrax set it up to absorb frequencies in the Northfall Barrens without interruption. One of our top priorities now is to protect the disruptor from Tacet Discord attacks. It's a powerful anti-Threnodian weapon from when Jinzhou was founded. We need it to break through this barrier. I'll leave it to the professional to explain the details.
Greetings, General Jian. Rover.
How's the preparation going on your side?
We've got good news and bad news. Good news is we've established connection to the disruptor and we're ready to go. Bad news is the disruptor's electric capacitor is damaged. Simply put, it's out of power. Fortunately, there should be a backup power outlet. To use the disruptor, we'll have to repair that outlet first, then wait for a full charge. Any questions? In theory, we could. In practice, it's difficult. First, it could dodge our attack. Not even a perfect hit can kill it. It will be gravely injured, but not dead. Threnodians have been proven to be way stronger than we imagined. Our disruptor can't handle the Overthrax, but it can certainly break through that barrier. Any questions? That's because this ancient disruptor dates back at least to the founding of Jinzhou. Creating such a powerful weapon with limited technology back then, whoever did it was truly a genius, I must say. If we were to unleash its full power on Jinzhou City, it might launch the entire place into the air. Any questions? I can, but it takes time. No matter how fast I build it, Jinzhou won't be able to hold out that long. Any questions? By the way, this is a weapon of mass destruction. The capital would want strict control over its use, I assume. Will they really approve our application?
Magistrate and I have it covered. Trust me.
All right. We'll be waiting for the green light. Lastly, we've got more bad news. Baizha, please fill us in.
Yes. Rover, I am currently monitoring the Tacet Discord attacks from the Academy to design a safer route for you. We just received word from our soldiers at the emplacement. A large number of Tacet Discords are targeting the disruptor, and our troops are doing their best to defend it. The disruptor has been surrounded by the Tacet Discords, with more of them slowly closing in. After we recapture the nearby emplacement, it will take some more time for the disruptor to recharge. You may need to hold out a little longer. I'll send you the coordinates of the disruptor and its backup energy port. We wish you the best of luck.
I trust we all understand the situation now. Rover, Yang, please go and secure the disruptor and fix its backup energy outlet. Jianxin, please stay and guard the base. I'll draw those Tacet Discords away. Let's get moving.
Let me be there for every.
Hopefully, we'll make new findings.
Let me be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind. Let me be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Hopefully, we'll make new finding. Perfect weather for a walk. Today will be a fine day. Let's reach for. Hopefully, we'll.
Combat isn't just about strength. You need skills and wisdom too when facing enemies on the battlefield. You there, looking to put...
Let me be your blade. Swift and resolute.
Tempest! Precipitate!
Moment of resonance.
Synchronization.
I sense it. One with the sound. Let me be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the... Why hesitate if you know...
Today will be a fine... Eyes on the horizon. Today will be a fine day. Today will be a fine day.